So here we are again, off to the Iron Bull again tonight. I've got the video filter setting on low, but I think that's for low light, so I don't know, maybe it's set okay, because this is nearly 6:10 as I'm off to Neil's. So it might be okay. I was going to put it back to normal, but I forgot, so I left it on low light. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like anyway. As I've discovered that the pixelation on my YouTube videos is YouTube, not the videos. When I look at the raw footage looks fine. But when I look at it on YouTube, it doesn't look so fine. So it turns out that YouTube, I'll have to thank another YouTuber, I can't remember his name now, but he was talking about it. I might reference it in this vlog. I will reference it in this vlog. He was talking about YouTube using a different codecs for translating 1080p videos, and it's just 1080p, so people have started uploading theirs as a higher definition video, so that YouTube thinks it's something else and doesn't use the same codecs. So I tried that. I resaved my video in 4K, and even when you've saved it in 4K, it's not actually 4K. I just saved it as a 4K video, but then when you watch it on YouTube in 1080, it's better than if you just uploaded 1080. So that's really interesting. And really annoying. So it does irritate me when the video quality isn't as I thought it would be, because I did a lot of research into getting the Ghost XL camera. Obviously I knew it wasn't 4K, but what I'd seen on YouTube, the picture quality looked absolutely fine for me on a reasonable budget. A bit of a budget. But when I went to see it, it wasn't as other people's were, but now I understand why. They've obviously uploaded theirs as a higher resolution video to bypass YouTube's weird dumbing down of 1080p videos. So hopefully YouTube, if you're listening, can you change that? Anyway, so yeah, that's that. And as you may see, I now have my RAM mounted and my phone there. It's a much better position, I like it there. I have got a hard case cover for it for rain, but it's not wearing its hard case cover today, because it's not raining. It's not going to rain today, he says confidently. But anyway, I'll only be riding for half an hour before I get off again. It's just to test it out, see how it looks. Looks perfect. Recenter. Can I recenter? Yeah. No. Try not to hit all the lumps and bumps in the road. Oh, I can't use. My glove doesn't seem to work on touching. Oh, that glove did. Interestingly. So the finger with the pad for wiping your, I thought this was for touch screens. Maybe it's just for wiping your visor. It had no effect on the screen. Maybe it's that one. It's just that the right finger looks slightly different. It's different. It doesn't have writing on it. Maybe that's it. My bad, I suspect. Yeah, so, I'm happy with it down there, the phone. That's it's the correct position. I didn't like anything on the handlebars. It just looks odd. I like things to be symmetrical. 2 hand grips, 2 wing mirrors, 2 levers. Well, I do prefer bikes with exhaust both sides of the bike, symmetrical. Well, this, of course, the Brevia has one silencer one side, but it's okay. It looks fine. It's just I do like it when it has an exhaust both sides. It makes no difference though, really. I think my preferences might be changing as I like this bike. Biased, of course. So that's that. The X grip. I've also got coming a tray grip. Now I bought that first, tray grip. I found it cheap and I thought, oh, that's cheap. It's normally like 40 quid and it was like 25 or something. And I thought, oh, I'll have that. And then I realised after buying it, it's going to take 4 weeks to come. It's supposed to be a genuine RAM mount, so not a Chinese copy, although it sounds like it's coming from China. Of course, everything's made in China anyway. So, yeah. Oh, I've turned the microphone sensitivity down to 2 as well, because if I just talk normally, it's fine, but I know it's on 3. If I raise my voice slightly, it does seem like it's reached the red line of the recording, so it gives it a reverberating sound, a sort of sound. So I'm trying it on 2. See how that plays out. It's probably better to turn the volume up than turn it down, because I found that if the volumes or the sensitivity is too high, then you can turn the volume down, but you still get the rasping because it's hit the top end of the frequency that it can cope with or whatever. So it's better to have it. That's interesting. I can see text as well as they come in, but I can't text anyone back. Yeah, but you can turn the volume up, so that's easy to do in post-processing. So when I'm in my video processing program, I use Premiere Pro. If anyone's interested in that sort of thing. I don't know what other people use. It'd be interesting to know what everyone uses, because people get all sorts of different kinds of intros and outros and things that look quite good. And I wonder what they're using. But Premiere Pro is like, it's a bit like me in the bike. Premiere Pro is capable of a great many things, and I am not. So I use probably like 10% of it, if that, of its actual ability. But like the bike is able to do many things, but I will never match the bike's ability. I can only match my own. It's the same with video processing. I've been doing it for a fair few years on and off, but I haven't ventured with it too much, played with it a lot. I do need to do that a bit more to get more out of it. I tend to use the same, fade ins and fade outs, cross dissolve or whatever, that kind of thing. But I should really play with it a bit more, get a bit more creative with it. I do like being creative. I think anyone who's a vlogger has a creative bone in their body, because you're not only going out and doing what you enjoy doing, say like riding a bike, but then you've got to go back and download the footage, splice it together, cut stuff out, put stuff in, and all the rest of it, putting together. It's a creative process, which I enjoy. does take up a lot of time though. So let's see. So I'm going to the Iron Bull, and I was having a little bit of a chat with the Limey Rider. If I got your name wrong, I apologise. I'm sure it's a Limey Rider. He said I think he's going to be here tonight, and I said I might be here tonight. It depended on the weather and whether my friend was coming out. And the weather's good, and my friend said he's up for it, so I'm going. So hopefully I'll bump into him. That'll be interesting. I can ask him a few questions about what he uses for videos. Right. Feeling more and more confident riding a bike now. Now we're on half a tank today. Last time I was going to run out of fuel. If it does roughly 200 miles to a tank. I'm on 136, but the 36, some of that was on the last fuel. I didn't reset the trip meter when I refilled, which I should have done. Naughty. Oh, I'm on 42 miles per gallon. That's good. Maybe that's because it's I'm giving it a longer trip to work out the average since the last fill up. Since before the last fill up. Yeah, so should have 100 miles. I'd be interested in how many miles we do today. It shouldn't be anywhere near 100 miles. Might be 60, something like that. Oh, it looks beautiful there with the sun on the water. You can't see it because the camera's on the wrong side of the helmet. I am tempted with getting another camera, another Ghost, maybe the XL Pro 4K one, not right now, and then have one on the back of the bike so I've got, it's a bit like having a front and rear mounted dash cam for one thing. Also it'd be great, you know, when you're riding with others to get footage of others. Or maybe I could put one on the other side of the helmet, so I've got one either side of the helmet. Stereo footage. And then when I turn my head, everyone will see what I'm looking at to the left, instead of only really what I'm looking at to the right. Is this car going to pull out? No, he didn't. I thought he was. I can see they didn't have a lot of vision there. This guy's going to pull out. See him creeping. No, he's going to wait. Good man. Or lady. Couldn't really tell. Couldn't see who was driving. Oh, I thought he was going to pull out. She held back. Oh, Grandma. I blipped the throttle. And luckily she didn't. Bless her. thought she was coming all the way across. That was a bit scary for a second.